Hey everyone. Today with the Open Hearth, we are returning to For the Honor. My name is Donna. My pronouns are he, him. I will be playing Selenetta, she, her, who is a princess of the rebellion. I guess she is charming, cool-headed, and loyal, but not above getting into dangerous arguments with members of the Legion.
Oh, me
Sweet.
next. Yeah, hi, I'm Sabina. Use any pronouns, and I'm playing Captain Caravel. He, him pronouns. He's the captain of the Legion. Uh, they're the bad guys, although Captain Caravel doesn't see it that way. He is determined, conflicted, and flexible. Yeah, and also he's supposed to kill princesses. He doesn't. Maybe that was just a metaphor or something. Probably was a metaphor.
My name's Matt. I use any pronouns, and I'm playing Portia. She, her. She is the knight of the free ships, who are all kinds of people who broke from the Accord, refused to go to war. We're always on the run from the Legion and from others who want to track us down. And to do that, we sail until we can sail no more, and then create portals with through which to go to some other part of the world. Portia is steadfast, adventurous, and anxious because she bears the weight of her people on her shoulders.
Hi, I'm Brandon, he, him. I'm playing Andromeda of the Flickering Isle, she, who is um, basically a magical champion from an island that sometimes exists and sometimes doesn't exist, or at least is sometimes accessible and sometimes not, and which historically has been entirely neutral in struggles, but but which has, in this case, is choosing to uh, whether or not to involve itself in this. Um, she is uh, she finds Captain Caravel to be very attractive, and has been dealing with everything on a very personal level, as the fate of the Flickering Isle has basically been thrust onto her shoulders for this. The oracular, the oracles there, having decided that that's it is going to be her decision as to whether or not that kingdom takes part in this or tries to remain aloof. She is devout, empathetic, and to a degree from the oracles, fatalistic, believing that her path is carved, but nevertheless she is freighted with the powerful responsibility of making a decision. That's all.
Okay. What are we thinking? I know we had um, seeded this Dark Sorceress's lair um, for this week. Does anyone have an idea for how to cut straight to that action, or what are your thoughts?
Um, I guess Andromeda and I haven't met on screen, and we could just do that in the action, but I guess we could do a brief crossing paths flashback, if that's interesting to you,
Yes,
Brandon.
absolutely.
Um,
You could do this on the way to the Dark Sorceress's lair. What do you think?
Or we could do meeting Blade to Stave, but that's kind of a fight, isn't it?
it's a bit
That
of a
is
Um,
definitely
fight,
a fight, which is a type of
but
conversation.
yeah.
It is, but it
Um,
assumes that the people are on two different sides, which is possibly interesting, but just different. Um,
we could do a
yes,
cut back and forth from the journey there to the only time we met in the past or something like that, because it seems like we're both sort of people responsible for our kingdoms who are not exactly aligned with the rebellion or with the Legion. And I think that's kind of interesting.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, crossing paths does strongly suggest, at least most of those questions strongly suggest that you have met in the past.
Hmm.
So there's kind of about a changing relationship or changing viewpoint on each other as well. So
Were were your people ever part of the rebellion, Andromeda? Or I don't know if that's a question. I'm just asking before we play.
Um, no, historically we've kept out of uh, this struggle. It's extraordinary that we're in the world from
Hmm.
Portia's standpoint. Uh, you're likely to be a seafaring people. You're likely to be familiar with the Flickering Isle, um,
Hmm.
because it is sometimes a place of pilgrimage, but it is something that is, for at least for you all, a known navigation hazard, right?
Hmm.
Um, because it is it you know it the kind it's an island in a that's in a fog bank, um, and sometimes mariners have sailed through the fog bank and they've seen no island, whatever. But sometimes it's been there, and I imagine somebody may have wrecked itself on the isle,
Hmm.
because of its uh, strange nature. I patterned it a little after Avalon, um, in King Arthur's stories.
Then let's do a crossing paths. And I might suggest that the last time we saw each other was when the fleet, or at least a delegation from the fleet, sailed to the Flickering Isle to meet on the brink of war to decide, you know, or maybe like I've been a part of the war for some time, and to meet with you and like see if there's another way or if you would join us.
Absolutely, let's do that.
So then we'll each ask one question from the list. Would you like to go first?
Here, I'm trying to find the document.
Okay, it's PDF page 13, book page 12, and the document, I'm not sure where it's linked. I have it on itch.
I know it's. I know. I certainly have it.
Well, I'll look at the questions.
so yeah, at the start you're supposed to, I guess maybe you've already answered this. When did we last see each other, right?
I sort of just
Um,
shortcutted that so we could just
yeah,
do a
yeah, yeah,
quick.
yeah. So yeah, there's a. Can you find a button, or will I just paste those questions into the chat?
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
It's too long for one message.
Too long for one message.
Here, I got it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I think it'd be interesting if we parted on bad terms and I'm nervous now. Maybe there is an argument about what to do. Do you smile when you see me?
Yeah. Um, And I think this is taking place. Is this taking place at the island or on a boat?
I think we're on a ship on the way to the sorceress's lair, and this is the first time
Yes.
we've met since we met on the island when the
Okay.
fleet came to you.
I'm standing at the prow of the ship, and I have this, I have this big sword belted onto me, and my hair is tied back in two braids in a very formal fashion. And I have, both my hands, on the hull, on one side, and then kind of peering into the wind is blowing my braids back and making my clothing flap. And I hear your step. I feel your step, on the deck behind me as it flexes the planks of the deck. And I turn and I go, Portia. Oh, and I smile and I say, oh, it's good to see a familiar face. Oh, I'm sorry. It's so hard to remember to be reserved.
Familiar is hard to come by. I won't blame you.
How marvelous these ships are. I I point up the detail work in the booms, um, and the beautiful way the timbers are fitted together. We don't
Yes.
really have we don't we're surrounded by sea, and yet we don't really have anything like this. Nothing so intricate, nothing that requires so many people to operate. There's a tremendous beauty in these constructions, like little floating castles.
Well, war calls for the best work, and some people can't help but put some beauty in through their hands, despite what will be done. And I kind of
And
tense up.
and what will be done?
More war. Till the Legion wipe us from this place.
Do you believe the Legion's going to do that? Take away the freedom of the free ships?
They haven't stopped trying, but we haven't given in yet. And I don't plan to.
You're going to fight them then?
We've been running. And I will run until I'm called on, because I do not wish to fight. I do not wish to lose more of my people.
My people are too small to fight the Legion. We can accede to them or we can hide.
Takes
Well,
all kinds to fight.
we can aid those who fight. We have, as you know, we have oracles. We have the gifts of prophecy. We have no great navy or army, but anyone who allied with us would have foreknowledge.
Do you have a question for me?
Yeah. We saw something strange the last time we were together. I remember the look on your face so clearly. What was the look on mine?
It was the satisfied look of receiving confirmation of something you've known for a long time, but haven't been able to share or haven't been believed by anybody else. Just there it is.
What was it?
I think that there had been a break in the war, knowing it was not over, knowing that the Legion still had footholds. And so I came to you to speak of what would come next. And I think we saw a red star open up in the sky and some strange legionnaires from another time or place come through that rift like a fleet of starships, knowing that the fighting would commence again soon.
Sometimes you know something is coming and yet you wish it weren't.
Mm-hmm.
Portia, the seas are vast, but you can't run forever.
Well, if we can fix up our crystals, the seas are not the bounds for where we can go or when we can go.
Yes, I had heard that. But would that mean abandoning this world? Abandoning the places you know? Abandoning the places that created all the old songs? And yes, of course, there'd be new songs, but would that compensate for the loss?
You ask good questions, Andromeda. I don't like them.
I guess I don't like them either. But I can't help but think of them. Portia, how am I to decide? Is a question I ask myself every morning.
Well,
I've been thrust into this role. I'm not a master of statecraft, but I'm the champion. I'm a champion of the Flickering Isle. What we're doing now, I mean, what the going out to retrieve lost things, to purge the world of evil, to hunt monsters, to espy strange and wondrous things. I understand all that. That's all within my purview, my training. This is bigger than that. And all the reassurances that my people give me cannot remove my fear that I will choose wrongly.
Well, I suppose you can always ask the stars. We both look up at the
Every morning.
portal open in the sky.
Every morning. I don't ask that star, but I ask
Nor
the
would
morning.
I.
I ask the morning star.
Shall we come back to the boat?
Yes.
Maybe we're standing in the same place, looking up at the stars as we were on the island. And that red star is still in the sky. Um, and Caravel is where?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Selenetta, are you sailing with us?
I um I feel like there was a request for a fight last week, and I think it would be rude of me not to provide one.
Right.
What do you think, Sabine? Shall Selenetta and Caravel meet again?
Play to save?
Blade to stave, indeed.
Okay. Yes, let's
Sounds
do it.
great.
Let's do it.
Um, do do we think this is maybe at the lair of the Dark Sorceress?
Yes.
Do I block the gate?
Yeah, yeah. You probably don't want the Legion to acquire her
The car.
services,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess. And I'm here to I'll talk to her, figure out if she's a princess or whatever.
Um, so yeah, I guess I should ask, what do I notice about you?
I think what you notice is that my uniform that I'm now wearing is very proper. I'm looking like I'm caged inside that uniform. It's so tight and it is well fitting. Can also see this determination, almost desperation to prove himself, because after not killing Andromeda, who's clearly a princess, there were words, harsh words. Yeah, so yeah, he is kind of a little desperate to prove himself now to his, I guess, superiors, right? Yeah, yeah. And what do I notice about you?
I mean, I think when you see me again, I'm sitting on a step, maybe playing the lute or whatever instrument I
Mhm.
have.
Mhm.
And yeah, I put it down into its case and close it carefully, and I think you see that I'm disappointed. Maybe I hoped no one would show up. Maybe I hoped it wouldn't be you. Um, yeah, a little bit regretful that it has come to this.
Yeah.
But obviously you notice I am the the busker from that
Yes.
day, right?
Yes, I do. I look at you and I think I will say with this, it's clearly like, please don't make me do this kind of tone. Like, Selenetta, please stand aside. I don't want to make you.
Um, yeah, and I reach to the corner of the gate where my quarterstaff is leaning and pick it up. And I'm afraid you're going to have to.
Well, and I think Caravel draws his sword, stands in the kind of stance that tells you, yeah, he's a swordsman, and there's lightning playing around the blade. Which tells you also that this guy has magic, which he shouldn't, but you know.
Yeah. So I think Caravel is definitely the more experienced combatant.
Okay.
So I think you should ask the first leading question.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Let me just look at the leading questions. Oh no, that's a little. I think we circle. Powers crackling, arms at the ready. What do you say to me? And what does it look when your power is crackling?
Yeah, I mean, um, I think when my power kicks in, it doesn't seem like much to you because really I'm just reading your mind. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
maybe if you're thinking about what attack you're going to be making,
Mm-hmm.
I will know exactly what is a
Mm-hmm.
feint and what is not and all of
Mm-hmm.
this. But maybe do you hear like a slight hum from the case where I put my musical instrument? You know, there's some kind of connection between Selenetta and other things.
Okay. Oh.
But what do I say to you?
Mm.
I say it is a wonder to see a member of the Legion with such powers that marks you as something unique in their ranks.
I think you that I think that catches him like, oh, he doesn't like being reminded that he is different from the other Legion people. And he will say, well, I might be unique, as you say, but my loyalty is as strong as anyone's.
Well, I'm sure they are glad of your unwillingness to question.
Yeah, he frowns, and you can read his mind. Like there's a lot of turmoil. Like, what does she mean? Unwillingness to? I shouldn't question. No, stop thinking about that. Just concentrate on the fight. Just think of the beat. And I think he goes into this kind of like, okay, this is a fight now. I have to fight now. I don't have to think now. Thinking would be a mistake. Just feel the blade.
Um, I overreach slightly, and you have an opportunity to slip in a cheap hit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you take it?
You're a Legion guy. Of course I do. Of course I do. And I will not, I will take it, but you also think that maybe I could have hit harder. Right? It's like, okay, this was too easy. And I think he will say, come on. Don't just let me win. Or,
You don't want
stand down and seize the charade.
you don't like things to be too easy. Is that it?
No, I don't. I've trained hard for this.
You deserve the best opposition
Yeah.
possible.
Yes, I do. I do.
You should not pursue this dark sorceress then. That would make us all piteous beings, unworthy of your skills.
Not my decision. I think it's my turn for the question, right? And I think no. Your blow passes perilously close to my face. Do you cut me, and where? I get for talking.
I don't think I cut you, but I think when you lean out of the sweep of the staff, I follow up with the other end, which I don't know, hits your knee
Okay.
in a way that's gonna, hurt more than um cripple you or anything, but you'll feel it for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had it on good authority that I wasn't to spoil that lovely face.
Yeah, I don't think flirting is the right way to go here. I'm quite immune to your charms. Anyone's charms, really. Thinking of Andromeda, of course, which you can read.
Okay.
But he doesn't know.
Well, Flickering Isles do have a certain attraction to them.
Yeah, I think that's when lightning strikes. That there is no. It's my turn, right, for the question. Yeah.
No, that was your blow passes perilously close to
Oh,
my
okay,
face,
okay.
right?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But I think I can give you that.
Yeah.
You lash out at me with all the power you've got,
Yeah.
blasting me until I'm tattered. Do you let up or lay in, knocking me on my back?
Oh, you read something you weren't supposed to read. I cannot let up right now. No, no, no. You got that blow hurt worse than the knee thing. What you just said. So Caravel is like, okay, no, and lightning will strike, and he is really good with that blade. Kind of weaving a cage of steel around you, pushing you back.
And I think I'm forced to like step away from blocking the gate by this onslaught. It's a good time to remind you that if you want, you can ask a closing question to finish the fight.
Yeah. I mean, most of those closing questions. I don't know. Let me check the others. Yeah, no, I think I'll go with I throw all of my power against you, everything I've got, and I wear myself out. Do you take advantage of my days, or do you let me catch my breath?
Um, yeah, I wonder if, after you start throwing this lightning at me and almost like ignoring the sword, um, maybe we see something, um, maybe there's something interfering with your lightning magic, um,
I mean, it
abating
could
it.
be the Dark Sorceress, right?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe she's sucking the power out of you
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
because
I mean,
because that's what she does, right? She can suck the
yeah,
power out of princesses.
yeah, right. Cannot,
Um,
can't be.
yeah.
No.
Um, so I think I hold the staff up against your throat or your chest, and maybe I just gently push you so that you sit down on the wall, the low wall beside the gate. Mm. That is what happens when the sorceress feels threatened.
Oh, that wasn't, can't have been. What did you do to me?
Not me.
Huh, that's what you say. No, it has to be you.
Well, then you have met your match.
Oh, we'll have to see. Not finished yet. Breathing hard.
Okay. I guess now I have to ask a closing question,
Mm-hmm.
given that you avoided it.
Yep. Yep.
Um, well, I mean, I guess the conversation has like brought us to this one. Maybe not in exactly the way it's framed here. I bring you to a seat, and you are at my mercy. Do you
Mm-hmm.
submit or do you flee?
Hmm. Well, I think let me phrase that differently because I don't think it's the one or the other because he would do neither, actually, neither flee nor. But I think he wears himself out even more, like tries to get to his feet. And the sword craft that he does, that is also a power that is not quite natural. So I think he tries to strike at you and then stumbles and then probably loses consciousness or just can move. So I guess that gives you the submit um, the submit win thing
Yeah,
resolution.
so maybe I don't know what form of transportation Captain Caravel took here. Is there a horse or like a skiff, a sky skiff or something like
Yeah,
that?
yeah, something like a sky skiff or something. Yes.
So maybe I will help you aboard your vessel and send you on your way.
Oh, okay. I will be back. This
Okay.
is not over.
Over. Um, okay. Uh, do you have an idea for something? I know this is Portia's last appearance.
Oh no.
Hmm, it's okay. I mean, I put the crossing path forward. I'm not sure if any of these games are well suited to a short run. Um, I was happy just witnessing your standoff. That was fun.
Yeah. Did you want to maybe leave us with a new mystery or new occurrence by doing discover something new on the behalf of the
Sure.
fleet?
Discover something new. Is that part
That is
of the
the
prelude?
yeah that no, that is the first game. I think it's page 8 uh, in the document. Page 9 for the kingdom's rumors or discoveries.
Um, this is in the For Honor V 1.0 PDF, or is it later?
Oh, I've got 0 0.5 is what I'm using.
Okay,
Let
I
me let
might.
me let me put it in the chat for you. So I don't see the bullets aren't great in
Hold
that.
on 1 second. I'll be back in 1 second.
I see. Well, it sounds like you've done some dancing. I think I'm most interested in 2 and 4. 4 because there are many local pirates that are in my fleet, and they would know the leaders of strange and distant kingdoms because we travel all around the world. So that could be a powerful ally. I guess you have 2 sessions left, so I'm not sure um, the time you'll have. I also like the magic wall that keeps a kingdom safe from a siege has been sabotaged because that just sounds like an epic climactic thing to do. Um,
Yeah, I mean that if we wanted to set up an all-out battle for next time, uh, that'd give us some backstory.
and I guess there's lots of ways that one could repair it. Um, but I think one of the like largest, most powerful, the city of guilds or the city of stars or something, like one of the central footholds of the fighting forces of this world. The magic wall has been sabotaged by Legion operatives, probably. Um, what could repair it? Um, I think many say there are many powerful charged crystals at the bottom of the sea. That have we gone underwater yet?
We have not.
Um, so in a cave at the bottom of the ocean, um, there is there are stories told of countless powered crystals that have been maybe defended. So maybe, yeah, let's just say there is a strange underwater people, the deep folk. They're not just mermaids and merfolk, they're like the deep, deep ocean people. And there is something down there there are crystals there that could power the wall. Strange technology that is not known to the land folk. I don't know, this is kind of hard.
Yeah, but we can figure that out.
Yeah, no, I'm all for it.
Yeah. Okay. I think that is a good place to stop. I'll finish the recording and then we'll do our debrief.